The Farmer and His Lazy Donkey. Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a hard-working farmer named Mr. Thomas. He owned a donkey named Spot. Spot was big and strong, but everyone knew he was very lazy. Spot always tried to find clever ways to avoid doing work. Every day, Mr. Thomas worked hard in the fields. He often brought Spot along to carry heavy loads of crops. One day, Mr. Thomas loaded Spot's back with sacks of wheat and prepared to take them to the market. As soon as they left the village, Spot started groaning and complaining. "Oh no, this is too heavy. I can't walk anymore." Mr. Thomas looked at him and said, "Spot, you're strong and healthy. This is your job. If you don't help, we'll have no food to eat." But Spot pretended to be tired and walked very slowly, dragging his feet. Mr. Thomas had to stop often, which made the trip much longer. On their way, they reached a narrow bridge over a small stream. Spot suddenly came up with a clever idea to avoid working. "If I pretend to fall into the stream," Spot thought, "my master will feel sorry for me and won't make me carry anything." As soon as they crossed the bridge, Spot slipped and fell into the stream. The sacks of wheat on his back fell into the water, getting soaked and ruined. Spot cried out dramatically, "Help, master! Save me! I've fallen!" Mr. Thomas hurried to pull Spot out of the stream. He also had to spend time picking up the wet, heavy sacks of wheat. Spot thought to himself, "Ha! My plan worked perfectly. Now I don't have to carry anything." The next day, Mr. Thomas loaded Spot's back with sacks of salt to take to the market. When they reached the same bridge, Spot thought, "I'll do the same thing as yesterday. My master will feel sorry for me again." So Spot pretended to slip and fall into the stream. This time, the salt dissolved in the water. When Mr. Thomas pulled Spot out, Spot felt much lighter. Spot laughed to himself. "Ha ha! This is even better than yesterday. Falling into the stream makes my load lighter." But Mr. Thomas was no fool. He decided to teach Spot a lesson. The next day, he loaded Spot's back with sacks of cotton. Cotton was very light, and Spot thought it would be another easy day. When they reached the bridge, Spot repeated his trick and fell into the stream, but to his surprise, the cotton soaked up the water and became extremely heavy. Spot struggled to stand up, but he couldn't move. He cried, "Master, help me! I can't carry this anymore." Mr. Thomas looked at him and said, "Spot, this is what happens when you try to be lazy and tricky. You think you're smart, but you've only made things harder for yourself." After that day, Spot realized that being lazy only made his life harder. He started working hard and stopped trying to avoid his responsibilities. Mr. Thomas and Spot worked together in harmony and enjoyed many successful harvests. The story of Spot teaches us, trying to avoid work may seem easy at first, but it often leads to bigger problems in the end.
And that's all for this story. Thanks for your listening. Have a nice day.